jojoba and argile clay treatment. We closed our salon a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, a month ago, I've lost track of time, but it was the end of March. And now it's like the first week of April. We just had a lovely full moon, and I've kind of gotten into more of a groove, but unfortunately I haven't been keeping up on my skincare. I've gotten out of my routines. So I just pop this little guy out, and I'm going to pour a little bit into this jar. Now I'm going to gently place, this is lab quality glass. It's the little bowl as well as the other mixing implements are all made in Egypt for Kate from Katari. So I've got my silver here, and it's the hot water, and then I've got my jojoba in there. Again, that's going to warm up my jojoba. I'm going to use it on my hair, I'm going to use it on my face. I know that getting out of my routine has left me with my skin not how I expect it. I'm used to doing my routine, I'm used to getting facials at the salon, I've got gifted estheticians that help me keep my skin in line, and I've kind of let things go. So what I'm noticing is the texture looks shrunk up, like a little dried up sponge, but on top I'm getting like actual flaking, and it looks like whiteheads on top of my skin that I can actually physically see. So I know I need to like hydrate my skin to plump it back up, and I'm seeing that I should take this boiling water and put my face over it. I've got that towel. The other towel that I'm going to use is a little like hand towel. Mine is a spa towel, but really any hand towel that you have is great. If you can wash it without fabric softener or fragrance, I'm a big fan of that, but whatever feels good for you. If you can put it on your face and smell it and feel comfortable, then that's going to be a nice spa experience for you. I'm going to use hot water on this too in a minute, because we're going to use that to take some of the products off. So my jojoba is nice and warm now, and so it's not too hot to the touch. I do want to mix my clay while, so it can set while I'm doing my jojoba massage. So this is called argile. This is a green clay. This is an olive wood spoon. I'm going to scoop it into my little bowl. I'm going to do a hair treatment and a face treatment. So for the face, I put a scoop in here, and for the hair treatment, I'm going to put it in this little squeeze bottle. Now this squeeze bottle is a skincare squeeze bottle. I got it to go right in there. I'm going to do a little bit extra for good measure because I dribbled a little bit out. So I got about a scoop in here too. So for my face, I got my scoop in my handmade glass potions bowl. I've got my little bottle of rose water that I can pour, and I'm going to just pour a little bit in there. I'll put this over here, and then I'm going to mix. Now, mixing the argile clay, the powder, and the rose water, you can see it starts to look like guacamole. I don't know if you guys have ever had the guacamole from down the street at Lola's, but one of the ways that they make it really good is they whip it. Because the more air I get in my mixtures, just like making a cake or a guacamole or a clay mask, the more air bubbles I get in there, the more fluff and loft it's going to have, and the nicer it's going to be to spread it. Now this is going to thicken up, so I'm going to let this sit. Got my warm jojoba. Now I'm going to maybe top this off. I got my clay in the hot water. I'm going to put a little more hot water in. And that's just been sitting on the stove, and it's going to stay warm for a while on the stove. And that's going to warm up my clay. And I think I'm going to use warm water in my hair one too. So this isn't boiling, it's just real warm, so I can pour it in my plastic bottle. Now you may say, Michelle, I do not have a plastic bottle, but I bet you have something around the house, because I think even the idea is to try, not to try and get something thick like this all the way through the hair. It's to have something like this so you can pour the clay through your hair. So, I mean, couldn't a water bottle work for that? So whatever you got. And my clay and my jojoba getting warm. And when this steam is still coming up, I can make a little hood and let that steam hit my skin. And as long as I can spend in my little steam tent, the more hydration my skin is going to feel. The other way I can get some hydration in my skin is to just take the rose water spray, and just mist it like this. And the more water we have in the skin, the more it's going to plump up. The products are mixing and setting and warm, so I think I'm ready to take care of myself now. The next thing I want to do is my little jojoba massage. And I think I'm going to start with my face. So my hands are very clean. My jojoba is warm. I'm trying it on my hands. It's not too hot. And I'm going to use this to remove any makeup. It works great on lipstick. If you've got a little cotton round or a Q-tip, that'll work good too. You know, and I'm doing this in my kitchen, but if you do this in your bathroom at your sink, you can use the sink for all this too. And I'm going to take this chance to hit all those pressure points. Pressure points live in pairs, so you can run under here. If you feel any place where your thumb kind of goes in, that's probably a pressure point. This is the finger that's the most intuitive, the ring finger. There's two great pressure points here, so I can feel the pressure points as well as I can feel there's some underlying congestion. It's like a bumpiness and a dryness. So the more I massage here, the more I'm going to get any makeup, oil, anything that's sitting on the surface to loosen up. And I am feeling some roughness because I'm really off my routine, and being off my routine has really impacted how my skin feels. Now, I could take a lot longer with this. If you've had one of my facial massages, you know we can spend 10 or 20 minutes finding all the places that want some attention, and I recommend taking that time for yourself. I should turn on some music for everybody. Pull on your earlobes. That's a big one. Okay, now I've got the other half of my jojoba, and I'm going to start at my crown. And I'm going to try and keep everything towards my fingertips because I'm trying to get I'm not so much trying to get the jojoba oil in the ends of my hair. It'll end up there, but I really want to get to the scalp. Now there are so many pressure points and there's so much tension. This staying home business has been really such a mixed bag because it's nice to be at home and it's nice to be with family, and I'm really lucky to be surrounded by people. But there's also so many worries, and I'm just worried about so many people and wondering how y'all are doing, and you know, just feeling out of control of so many things, and knowing that I shouldn't be in control, but it still stresses me out. And so I'm getting this jojoba oil, letting go of all those worries and knowing that everything's going to be okay, and then as long as I do the next right thing and listen to myself and listen to my body and go out, and for me, I like to go howl at the moon at 8 o'clock. I don't know if you all saw that pink full moon. And so now I've got some good oil in there. So what this jojoba oil is going to do, besides letting me kind of focus my intentions and do a little meditating, it's starting to break up any sebum on my scalp. So that hard oil is called sebum, and that's actually what causes a lot of hair loss. That sebum gets stuck in the hair follicles and it makes a little plug, like it turns into a wax. I'm going to use this little spatula, or if you've got a little brush, I've got one of these, but I'm going to use this just to show you how easy it is. Now you could use your fingers. I could go wash my hands, like say I was in the shower, and I'm going to just get this clay all over. And this is the one I made in the bowl. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. Okay, so now I'm just gonna grab some more of this clay with my clean hands. Oops. And it's got this nice little round so I can get all the clay out. And I'm gonna work this in. Now, if you sat in my chair, you know, like all our skin cells and all our little baby hairs go down on our face. So I'm gonna try and work up into that because I wanna get under those hairs. I wanna get this clay way down in the pores. I want it to pull out any oil that I've loosened up with my jojoba massage. The really cool thing is, I don't know how many of you know I have really dry skin. That's what I love about using this jojoba over using the Katari Green Clay over the jojoba oil. I don't find it drying at all. It's more of a drawing. It'll pull my oil out without pulling out all my water. The next thing I'm going to do is, you can see it's separated here, water and clay. I'm just going to mix those back up together. This is what Kate taught me. I used to try and get this thick stuff on my scalp, and to do that I had to use so much product that then I had to shampoo it out for so long. So I'm just going to kind of like go through and part and just squirt it into my hair and on my scalp. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess. I have problems at my crown. I really have to work on my crown. And the really interesting thing I found, I'm going to take the little squirter off and do a little pour this way. When I started taking care of my scalp better, my hair grew better, because I was having a lot of problems with the dry skin. Oh, I can't feel any clay over here, so I'm gonna pour a little right here and just work it and mush it in. And that's the really nice thing about clay, is it's just like working with like a clay. You work with it, you add more water, and move it around. I really want to make sure I get this part behind my ears too. I feel like I've been getting a little bit of bumpiness on my neck since I've been home, and I don't know why. Maybe too much time on the couch cushion, I don't know. I got a little bit left, so I'm going to pour it in my hands and, you know, really get under here. Because everywhere that I get some clay is a place that I'm going to not only draw out dry skin and oil, but it's going to remineralize my skin too. So I'm getting the two-fer. I'm getting the deep cleansing, and then I'm also getting the remineralization. So after I rinse this off, it's going to be, my skin's going to feel so smooth. I'm going to go get that hot water again. Oh, there's a little jojoba left, so I'm going to rub that into my hands. I don't want to waste any of this good stuff. Here's more of the hot water. Not a ton. It's a clean hand towel, and I'm going to put it in the hot water. And squeeze it out. And so I can let this clay sit for an hour. I can leave it on while I watch TV. I can, you know, drink a cup of tea and then get in the shower to wash all this off. I'm going to do it the way we do at the salon right now, and I'm going to take it off with a steamy towel. I'll have to shampoo it out of my hair. Oh man, that feels so good. The thing you can do is with this water, get your hands wet and massage. and just work that clay in and out of the pores. More water, more water. I'm gonna leave a little bit and go get in the shower, but you can really just keep working this in, because not only am I working the clay in and out of my pores, I'm working the water in and out of my pores. Oh, this already feels so much better. I had all these bumpies here and now they're smooth. If you've ever seen our little sponge graphic that shows the difference between putting oil and water on your skin, this is me working water into my skin. All right, I'm gonna give it one more wipe. I could even wrap it in like a plastic saran wrap over a hot towel for a deeper heat treatment. And you know, definitely that clay, if you don't want to put it all over your face, it is a great thing to do a spot treatment and sleep in it. My skin feels so much cleaner and so much alive. I haven't done this since we closed. I might have some clay on my glasses, but so the things I use today that I can send to you is I always love my rose water, and that comes in the big size and the little size. It comes in a little spray too. The clay argile, these little mixing bowls that sound great on metal, and the little mixer is a Katari product, the jojoba oil. I've got two little packages too, where you can do it. This is, if you've had the facials from, this is that Intro to Katari kit that you get when you get those little facials that includes your skincare. So this is the clay that's like this. This is a geranium water. This is the rose water. This is a little thing of the jojoba oil, like that. That's a little baby one of those. And then there's a bonus, you can see them down here. It's this berry, which is the little prickly pear oil, which is like a collagen booster and anti-aging. So this kit comes up to $30, and you get everything. So you can totally do the facial that we did today. Easy peasy with that, and you can use it for daily use. It should last well over a month for sure. Here's the fancy new Voyage, or this is not Voyage, this is Melange. Kate worked really hard to come up with some waste-free packaging. There's no plastic in this. You can see there's an olive wood label on there, and it's hand-stitched linen. So it all goes back to the earth, and it's utterly reusable. I'll repackage this in a little bit. I don't want to waste it, but look at how she did this. It's so clever. She was going to do a button, but now look, it's just a bag, and then this goes back in here. And so it's perfect for travel. I'm so proud of her. We're going to do a FaceTime Live or Instagram Live. I don't know, one of those ways we can get two people on at the same time. But anyway, so this is what you get when you order Melange, and I have these in stock and I can send them to you. I'm going to put it up here. So when you get Melange, which is, what is that? $66 for the whole kit. You get the clay, you get the mixing bowl. Oh, I thought it was these glass bowls, but these are really gorgeous. It's a handmade clay mixing bowl from Tunisia, sea sponge, and then you get two of these little olive wood, and they're pretty much a lifetime. They're never really going to wear out, and you can even sanitize them in the microwave. And then you get a little brush for brushing it on. So you get to do your own clay mask. You've got all the goodies there with the Melange kit. And I've got some other kits available too, but I think I've been talking long enough. Send me a message if you want to know more information about any of the stuff, how I can get it in your hands. If I made a big mess and you need better instructions on how to do this, please let me know. Forgive me for stretching this out to 20 minutes, but it was really nice to have time with you. Thank you so much for your time and your attention, and let me know what you think.